Good morning, sunshines. Hello, hello, Callie Carroll here. We're going to talk about raising well-behaved children versus ... But first, we're going to say good morning, sunshine, hashtag GMS, wherever you are commenting from, whatever app you are on, and then share something we are grateful for. You guys, I have got to share something. My son, Witten John, who was diagnosed with his rare disease. I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at him trying to trip up the stairs. Another form of cancer over a year ago, has slept through the night. He literally slept all the way through the night for the first time in over a year. Say hi, friends. Did you tell him how good you feel? Are you strong? Are you strong? Mommy is so grateful. Did I sleep the night? No, because Quincy Scott didn't. But man, he has got to feel so good after that. So that's my gratitude. You guys, sometimes just sleeping for, one night straight is literally all the joy that you can possibly imagine. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so anything you're grateful for? Good morning, sunshine. Eric, how are you? Yes, it's so pretty, Whit and John. I love that. This is making this conversation even more perfect. Literally, it's going to really just lift it up a notch. So let's talk about raising those babies. I don't know how many of you guys watch Reels, right? So just quick explanation. Reels are like the newest form of social media where it's short form videos. I know, you can check them out, buddy. You can even pull it off the wall and just look at them. They're so cool. Where you're taking snippets, right, of 5-second to 3-minute videos, generally a minute. Okay, here, hold on. There you go. Now take a look. You can take it downstairs and show your brother. That's so cool. That's so cool. And you're able to use each other's sounds, right? So people will make a video and then somebody else could use that sound to make their own. So you end up doing a lot of these voiceovers. You peed? You can do a lot of sharing of ideas. There's a lot of creativity where somebody says something and you can give it your spin. It's a really cool, just a really cool way to share, right? So anyways, I did this reel a couple weeks ago that this woman was sharing videos of her kids, right? And she's talking about how she's not raising well-behaved children. That you might find her children throwing, crying or fidgeting or whatever, different things, right? But that she is raising well-adjusted adults. And she's offering them the opportunity to be a kid while they're a kid, because once you're an adult, what all changes. So anyways, if you want to see that, it's just, you go to the Reels portion of my page and you can scroll back probably 5 or 10 videos and you can see the video. I love it. I saw and I was like, yes, 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 this, right? Literally, we call our children free range chickens. We have free range chickens. We call them, somebody else did it first, because they were both running around naked little jaybirds on our acreage here. And she's like, it's so cool to watch your kids just run and be free and be kids, right? They're giggling and laughing and they're dirty and they're playing with the chickens, not so much, but they're just playing all over. And I love that term. So when I found this video, I made my own compilation. Now I think it's the biggest right now on TikTok. I post on different forums, right? But there's it's a viral trend happening with it. And it's because there's a lot of conversation. 90% of it, I'll tell you, is from people who are like, yes, thank you. I needed to hear this. They're relating to it. And then the other 10%, just making up that stat, is are you batshit crazy? I am not raising feral children, or whatever words they're using spelled incorrectly. This is how people are living in your basement until they're 40, blah, 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 blah. Just such high insulting comments. And it doesn't even bug me at all, because we each have different ideas about how we raise kids, right? About everything. If we were all the same, how boring would that be? But anyways, I wanted to give a further explanation on here. I'm going to try to do it short form in a reel, but it's just going to be too much to say, because to me, what I'm looking at, okay, and I would love for the other parents to chip in on this. When I think about the things that just drive me a little bit mad on the opposite spectrum, and I have one example specifically. I was in Panera one day. I used to work out at Panera a lot, and this mom comes in. And I think she was meeting her friends, maybe. And so there was somebody else that was meeting her. And the two kids were, they were laughing. They were giggling. They were kind of jumping. You know, like kids always find colors in the floor and they're jumping from color to color. They're looking at the muffins. Ooh, they're so beautiful. They weren't hitting. They weren't kicking. They weren't screaming. They weren't laying on the ground, throwing tantrums. Although some kids need to have that outlet as well, especially depending on what their conditions are and different things that they're going through, right? But they were literally just being kids. And I saw this woman's eyes become mortified, not because her children were giggling and laughing, because she was worried about what everybody else was thinking, right? And she, like, all of a sudden, like the strict, like, just be quiet, like the punishment that the wrath that these children got for being children, it just like blew my mind. And like, they're just being kids. And yesterday I was thinking about it as my kids were playing. So it's been raining here in Colorado for, it seems like forever straight, right? So yesterday was an indoor day and my kids had the best. They had so much fun. They built forts, they built figgy slides, they were playing cars, and they were loud. I mean, so loud. I think that the majority of the humans, if they were in my house, they would have just been like, can you just keep your kids quiet? Right. And it reminds me of, and I know this is an extreme, but it reminds me of maybe 20 years ago where kids were meant to be seen, not heard. Right. Like what literally kids were told that you were meant to be seen, not heard. You pipe down. And there are so many adults, maybe some of you guys, who are still struggling with this of becoming and stepping into your own person and being heard because you were told that you were not meant to be. And what it can do in our lives. And not that trauma doesn't lead us to somewhere in the future. This is Quincy Scott. Welcome in, Quincy Scott, getting ready for a farm camp. But I love this audio because it's sharing specifically how we can allow for our kids to play. He just got on the couch and he got to the other side. He's probably going to make a fort back there with all of his cars and toys and pillows, which they make anything back there. You've made so many forts back there. Right. As long as they're being safe and they're not hurting other people, I love for my children to express, explore, discover, and become. And some of their most quote unquote annoying traits now, as like adults might think, if you allow for them, if you can embrace those things, they could become your child's most unique ability and talent when they're older. Right. Quincy is a master negotiator. Talk to my friends, right, Mandy? Master negotiator. This guy can take anything and he's going to take a spin on it. And he's going to, kids are tenacious, right? But he's so good at negotiating. Some people would be completely, like, they just would be annoyed by it and they would shut him down and just dissolve that skill. Where instead, I want him to embrace that quality and grow it. You can't reach? He can, babe. Quincy, you're getting jelly on my couch. Can you please stop? And then you're going to need to get a rag to clean that up. Also, like that, it gives them the opportunity to learn something, right? There is jelly on my knee. Can you please watch your seat? But he's going to go and he's going to get a rag after this, and I'm going to show him how to clean it up. He's learning, right? How to be and become. So am I raising? You can get in. Absolutely. Thank you, Quincy. I'm not raising well-behaved children. And then by that, I guess that's the attention getter, right? But like, it's making some people just like wig out. I am working on raising well-adjusted adults. The final piece is I raise my little ones like this, who are now my big ones. And I would say they are pretty cool humans, right? Not to say that they haven't faced their challenges or they're not going to face additional challenges, but, I'd love to hear your opinion about this different piece, about being seen, not heard, about, and by the way, each person's opinion is their opinion. So be nice if you guys start conversations on here. Quincy, your hand's getting in the jelly. Please go get a rag right now, baby doll.
I can't get out.
Okay, I'll let you out.
I don't want my rag.
Well, you're going to have to, baby, because there's jelly on there. So that's just the way it is. This is our Think About It chair. So when we do something that is maybe not appropriate, we come up and we sit in here and we think about it until we're ready to have a conversation. Anyways, okay, excited to hear your guys' thoughts. And when you go to the video, be nice. Try not to be mean to the people who are having like a comeback. I'm not trying to start like a battle of conversation, just opening conversation to maybe people realizing, hey, I don't have to be parenting my children for fear of judgment from others. I could instead be parenting my children for love of them instead of with fear for what other people think. Does that make sense? That's what that whole video stands for me. Okay, you guys, good morning, sunshines. Love you all. I hope you have the most beautiful day. Light and love from my Think About It chair to yours. We are going to now clean the Think About It chair. Bye. You want to do bright light? Which bright light?